Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of HyperSquiZ playing FTB Unleashed. Now today I'm going to move on to something a bit magical. I'm going to start by getting rid of this portal and setting up some Mistcraft linking books to allow me to teleport directly into the Nether and directly back without having to stand in this really noisy, annoying portal that you have to block off so you don't get pigmen coming through it. So let's head inside and make some of the basics we're going to need for this. Now, the first thing, or one of the first things we're going to need, is an ink mixer, which is just stone down the sides like that with that bottom, wood, and then we need. Oh, actually, hang on, I need some bottles of water because we're going to need ink to do this. I think the ink mixer doesn't need one, but I'm going to need ink anyway, so let's come out here. Let's grab some glass bottles of water. These are just standard Minecraft bottles. Bring those in. Alright, carrying on. So yeah, for the ink mixer, get back to that. We put one glass bottle in there. Gives us the ink mixer. I'm also going to want a writing desk, which is just wood, like so, with a glass bottle and a feather. Gives you the writing desk. And then I'm going to need paper. So if I head out to my sugarcane farm, I should have. Well, it's not much of a farm. It's just a row of sugarcane. But still, let's break all this up and replant some of it. So I've got some out here still. There we go. Right, yeah. So then we're going to need some paper. Just make a load of paper. Okay, now where should we put this ink mixer? I reckon this wall's not really seen much lately. Let's just, for now, stick that there. The writing desk just next to it like that. There we go. So if we go to the ink mixer, you can see there's several bits on here. Ink goes in here, paper goes in here, and the output goes over here. You get glass bottles back and the pages that we're going to need. So I need to make ink, which is nice and easy. It's just a glass bottle with these up here. Just cycle through that, get a load. Can I stack these? Yeah, they do stack. Good. Stack all those up. So we've got some ink. Da-da. Right, so if I take that 10 bottles or 10 vials of ink, stick that in there, immediately one gets used up and it's actually in there being used. It's not showing, I guess on this texture pack it bugs out, but it should show in there to show you that it's in there. And you can see we've got a glass bottle out. So if I put paper in there, you can see it's going to use one of the inks to make a link panel. We need one for each book, so I'm going to make 2 of them. That's all I need for now. And then you combine those with leather, one piece of leather, and link panel gives you an unlinked link book. So I've got 2 of them. Right, now the important bit. I want to set up where I'm going to portal in from the Nether. When I'm coming back in, where I'm going to appear. So if I grab one of these books, let's see, where shall I do it? The bedroom, I reckon. Or, actually no, let's do it. Let's do it just outside the front door, just so it's. You don't want people portaling into the middle of your house, it's just rude. Okay, so here we go. I'll just do it here. So you just stand where you want the book to be linked to and right click, preferably not on a door. Right click. And there you go, it turns into a linking book with overworld, which means it will teleport you from any other dimension to that point. They don't work in the same dimension, so you can't teleport from an overworld to an overworld. You have to go from an overworld to the Nether, or from the Nether to the overworld, or from either of those to one of the other Mistcraft dimensions. There's so many you can make. What I'm also going to do, using this writing desk, I'm going to stick it in there. I'm going to rename this to HyperSquiZ. There we go. So now instead of being called Overworld, it's called HyperSquiZ. So you know it will teleport directly to my house. Alright, now what I need to do, I need to go into the Nether and turn this one into a Nether book. Before I do that, I'm going to want to make some of these book stands, which is just sticks and wood. Nice and easy. So if I just quickly make some sticks, I don't need that many, but I need a couple of these. A couple of book stands. I can put one in the corner here, which I'll put the Nether book on. and I'll take the other one off into the Nether. The other thing I'm going to want to do is actually I'm going to want to build a little room in the Nether. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to be in a bit of a situation. So let's just grab some materials for building. What have I got? Not anything. I might as well use. I could use Nether brick, make a little Nether room, or I could use. You know what? I'm just going to take some cobblestone for now. Or actually, let's take this. Take some abyssal stone. I can't bother to decorate it too much. I'll go down there and do that another time. For now, I'm just going to literally build a little room with the book in, so it's not in the open. So here we go. Nether. Right, okay, now I'm down here. Where shall I put my little room? I reckon if I just do a quick square shape here. Yeah. It's going to be quite a big room. Just lay it down like that. Not very exciting. Oops. Yeah, the next thing I'm going to do though, once I've got all the Nether hubs set up, this little room, I don't think I'll worry about putting a ceiling on it because it's really close to the ceiling anyway. Once I've got this set up, I'm going to start looking for better materials for my tools. Because at the moment I'm running around with iron tools with diamonds on, which is fine. But I want something better. I'd like to come out down here and mine some of the cobalt and ardite that's about. To do that, I'm going to need to make an alumite pick up on the surface using aluminum and a couple of other things. So there we go. If I just bung this here, and if I use this other unlinked linking book, or link book, just stick it, right click it here, that will create a Nether book. So now, if I use my book on there, just fill in this a little bit more. There we go, we've got a little room. I can use this linking book to get to the Nether, or I can right click on here, and I can click on here to instantly go back to my place. And now, if I place this book on here, I can use this book to instantly go back again. Now, isn't that so much easier than using a Nether portal? Of course, the setup takes a little bit longer, but it means I can get rid of this, which that's going to take forever to do. Let's just break it. How do I break this? I need a bucket of water. Anyone got a bucket? No, I haven't. Okay, let's just manually break it then. If I just break this, that'll disconnect this portal, and I won't need this portal anymore. It's done. Finished. And that eventually gets rid of that horrible noise. Ah, if only now I can get rid of that other horrible noise. Bloody ghast. Right, okay, let's get back up top, and I'll get the materials together to make an alumite pick ready to go into the Nether and mine some of the cobalt and ardite. Here we go, we're back in the smelting room. I haven't been here for a little while because I really haven't had to make any new tools. These iron tools I've had have lasted me for ages, and they've barely worn down. I've repaired them a few times, but they're pretty damn good, to be completely honest. But right now I need an alumite pick so that I can go into the Nether and mine cobalt and ardite. And to make that, you need to melt down aluminum into your smeltery, or aluminium as it should be, but it's actually spelled on here aluminum, so we'll be sticking with that. It's to make alumite, that's the one. You need aluminum, 5 pieces of aluminum to 2 pieces of obsidian and 2 pieces of iron. So I'm going to chuck 8 iron and obsidian in to just make a decent quantity. So we go, I'll bung those in there. I should have, yeah, I've got lava. It's going to take a little while to melt that all down. While we're waiting for that, we're also going to need, so we need a pick head. This is only going to be a temporary tool, so I'm just going to make the how did that happen? I'm just going to make the binding and rod just out of wood. I'm not really that fussed because it's going to be temporary until I get a better pick, or until I can get Ardite and Cobalt, and then I can make a Manillan, or I don't even know. I think that's how you pronounce it, Manillan. Something along those lines. I'm never sure. I don't think anyone really knows how to say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure someone knows out there somewhere. Right, so there we go. We'll just stick those in there. I just need to wait for this to melt down. And there you can see everything's melted down. I actually made a miscalculation on that because each obsidian, I think, or seems to give 2 obsidian ingots. So I actually ended up putting too much obsidian into the amount of iron I put in. But anyway, I've still got 12 molten alumite in there. And that's more than enough than I need. What I need. I literally only need 1, so it's really a bit overkill. So if I pull that out, I'll get my pink pickaxe head and head to the tool forge. Stick that in there. And as you can see, this has a mining level of cobalt and a mining speed of 8. Now, a mining level of cobalt means it can mine cobalt and should be able to mine ardite as well, which should be fine. If it can't, I think that's right. If it can't mine ardite, then I can just stick a diamond on it and that'll up it a level so it can. I believe. Yeah. And then, once I've got some Manillan, I'll make myself a Manillan pick which can mine anything, including itself. So there we go. It's not the strongest thing in the world because I made it with wooden handles and things, but it's still perfectly fine, and that'll last long enough to get me the materials I need. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head down into the Nether using my new shiny linking book, and I'm going to mine out some cobalt and ardite, and then I'll bring it back, melt it down, and I can make myself a super duper Manillan pick. Okay, well, I've been down in the Nether, I've gathered myself up some ardite and cobalt. I've put my old picks away. I'm probably not going to use them again, so I'll just leave them in storage and get to work on doing this. I'll be making the entire pick out of Manillan because the Manillan handle gives a 2.5 modifier, so it's the best handle you can make, and the Manillan head is the best head you can make. I'm going to be sticking with the paper binding though for the binding, so I can get an extra writable to it. So if I stick this in here, we'll wait for that to melt down. There we have it. We have 9 Manillan ingots. Okay, well, I don't need all of those just yet. I only need 1 for that, half for that, but I might as well make a second one because I don't like leaving half ingots in the smeltery. It's a little annoying. So there we go. We've got the Manillan head, the paper binding, and a Manillan rod. Now that, before being modified, of course, is the best, pretty much the best pick you can make. Once you modify it with, I probably won't worry too much about putting a diamond on it, and the durability, look, the durability is already 3000. I don't really need more durability on that. So what I'll probably do is just load it up with, how many modifiers? It's got 4 modifiers. I'll probably load it up with redstone, lapis. I could put a battery on it. Oh, it's not even worth doing that. I don't know, really. I don't really need all 4, I suppose. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So there we go. That's a pretty good pick. I'll probably make a sword as well. Let's see. I could do that quickly while I'm thinking about it. I've already got the sword blade, so I can stick that in there. Make a blade. Go on. There we go. We've got a sword blade and a handle. I just need a guard, which I'll make out of cactus again. I should have some cactus. If I just go grab a quick cactus. Yep. There we go. And I'll put that together and make a quick sword, and that'll do. I mean, again, this is a pretty good sword. I'd like to use cactus because that gives you extra damage from the jagged effect. There we go, and I can put that sword away. Again, that's going to go in storage. I probably won't use that again. So there we go. All I've got to do is make, if I've got enough materials, I'll make a shovel and a hatchet. Maybe a hammer as well, but I'm not too fussed. And that's all I've got. And that will... To be honest, making a hammer is going to be a while, because I need to melt down the rest of this material, which should take a little while. But that'd be good. Well, I think that's about it. That's pretty much all I've got time for on this episode. So yeah, let's say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please drop me a like. If you want to see more of this, just subscribe, and you can catch me on Twitter. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you around.